Welcome back, YouTube. It's been a minute. A long little minute, actually. It's been like almost a year since my last video. But, man, I just, I talked to everybody I could talk to. So I wanted to maybe find more people that this story could relate to or something. I guess. I just felt like I should vlog right now. I was not prepared. I didn't bring no tissue or nothing out here with me. It's cold, but this park is nice. I always like to come here and vent my little stories. But anyways, man, this past week has been real rough, man, cause the lady I live with, I've been living with her and her son for 13 years. You know, you're gonna hear that a lot if you watch my videos, cause it's always some drama with her, not so much him, but this recent drama, man, wow. Anyways, long story short, um, it's now February 1st. So, the last time I did a vlog over a year ago, I was sober. I was going through some things, trying to stay sober. Then I relapsed. Pretty much all that year. That's why I wasn't vlogging or on stream. And then, the New Year's came, and I figured that was the perfect time to start over, you know? So I've been sober since. New Year's resolution or whatever, blah blah blah. you know, but on the 20, I can't name dates or nothing like that, but towards the end of January, I was just doing my normal. I don't even know where to start, man. All right, so basically, the woman I stay with, she goes out of town every now and then whenever she feels like it to go see her family, and that's all fine with me. According to her, it's not, which is like, I wish you guys could see this lady. She's 58 years old. I'm 34. I'm gonna be 35 this year. I got stories on my page about how that happened. I'm not gonna get too much into that right now, but yeah, her son is like 21, 22. He should be 23 this year. Yeah. So, anyways, on and off trauma. I got my share of mistakes that I've made and things like that, but I quit smoking too. These people got me back smoking. YouTube, they got me back smoking, and I quit the vapes, the smoking, all of that. Man, that sun is really hot. It's like unnormally hot, but that don't feel natural. But anyways, so man, let me get into it, y'all. Basically, I don't know why I'm scared to say this. I was laying in my room and I got attacked by her son. Why did I get attacked? What did you do? How did that happen? Basically, if you can believe it or not, I did nothing to get that people being angry at me. Anyways, there's been a lot of talk about ICE in America. So these two people were worried about ICE one day. I came downstairs to get something to eat. This was like weeks before everything happened. I'm heating up some food, and our son, I don't know know if I could say those details. He's a short, fat kid. Not as if that matters, but he has some issues. He got mental stuff, all types of medications and therapists and psychiatrists and fights in school and hitting on his dad, beating up his mom, and now me. Uh, well, not too much me this time. But anyways, he was drinking. He's starting to drink now. And he was walking around like ICE are doing this and ICE is doing that and blah blah blah. And I had just woke up off a dog nap. I had just worked that day. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear that. Ain't nobody coming over here. He's like, you gotta take this serious. They're gonna come and get you first. You're a minority. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to eat. I don't really give a fuck, Jeff. You don't give a excuse my language, YouTube. I'm like, I don't care, Jeff. He's like, you don't care? They're gonna come get you first. So I'm like, cool. Whatever. That short argument, if you can even call it an argument, was over with. Then like 2 weeks later, they go out of town because that's what she do. She goes out of town to visit family. Her dad and daughter and other son. So, like 2 nights before they went out of town, I was like, we sleep in 2 different areas, to be honest. So I went to where she sleep at, and I'm like, I hug and kiss on her. That's the type of stuff I be doing. Cuddle a little bit, then I go back upstairs and do my thing. Maybe rub her legs, touch on her feet, kiss her on the head, and all that crazy stuff. But this night, I'm like, good night. Can you tell Jeff to like, cause his main thing was I'm gonna start locking the door because of ICE. I'm just letting you know that right now if you come home and the door is locked. So I was telling her, like, can you please tell Jeff that he doesn't have... Sorry. Can you please tell your son that he doesn't have to worry about ICE? And then she's like, oh, no. She started agreeing with him. So now I see where his chaos is coming from. And she's like, no, because we're not going to play that and they're not going to do this and blah, 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 blah. So, whatever, cool. I go to sleep. Couple days later, they go out of town. Boom. Short story short, they come back from out of town. And this is, like, your intuition and your instinct is so powerful because I knew something was off when they came back. They were, like, super hostile. Like, I was washing some dishes. Their dishes, by the way, mind you. I barely use their dishes because I eat out a lot and stuff. I'm blowing up. Anyways, I'm washing their dishes and that they left since the weekend that they just left that for me and I didn't want no smoke when she got back. So I'm like just doing chores around the house. Anyways. She comes in the house, and I was smiling at something. I think I was listening to something on my phone or some type of podcast that made me laugh. I think it was Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne. And she's like, what are you laughing at, tough guy? And I'm like, that registered to me immediately. Because I'm like, why the hell is she so tough all of a sudden? And then this dude comes at me aggressively about a missing CD in his room. God, I wish y'all could see his room. But anyways, I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So those 2 situations right there at the same time stood out to me. And believe it or not, I swear, you can believe whatever you want. But something told me. Or I guess I told me something. I don't know what told me, but I'm like, there's a weapon in the house. Or weapons. So everything went on as normal. I've been sober for like a month, going on, some time. She seen and respected. It seemed like she respected what I was trying to do as far as getting up every day in the morning. I got to be at work at 7 in the morning. So I'm getting up at 5:30. I'm getting ready for work. I go to work. I come home. I chill. I stop drinking. I started smoking weed. You should not replace one thing with another, but it keeps me away from the alcohol. So that's what I do. Come home, smoke my weed. I started back reading my comics. Secret Wars is coming out. No, Doomsday is coming out this year. So I was just reading the stories to see how the adaptation compares to the comics later on this year. I got my little mood light on and my little lo-fi beats going every night, and that's how I end my night. I basically smoke myself to sleep and read myself to sleep and do it all over. I ain't messing with nobody. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I ain't. Anyways, so this is the purpose of the video. It took 11 minutes for me to get to this point. So now, the point where I'm attacked is I'm doing the same thing I do every night after work. I got the munchies. I go downstairs, and yes, to you racist MFs, there was some watermelon in the fridge. So I'm like, I get the munchies. I'm like, oh, it is watermelon in the fridge. I go downstairs, get some watermelon. They two down there constructing some destructive plan. No, I'm just joking. I don't know what they were talking about, but they were sitting down there talking. I go downstairs, I get my watermelon, I go back upstairs, I go to sleep. Then I wake up in the middle of the night, thirsty, so I go get some water. You know how you wake up in the middle of the night, you get some water. It's like 1:30 in the morning. So I see a firearm on the counter. It was a 9mm Smith & Wesson. 9mm Smith & Wesson. I see it on, you know how you pour, you just paying attention to what you're doing, and then you look down and everything, you see everything else. That's basically what happened. I'm like, oh, crap. So, in my head, she went through with her plan of fighting ICE. And so she brought a gun home to defend herself. So I secured the firearm. I give it to her because I figure, I'm not scared of her. I don't do nothing to her to where she would need to use that on me. So why not give it to her? Like, hey, you left your... Because matter of fact, the last time I seen her, she was in the kitchen. So I figured, hey, you left this in the kitchen. And she sleep, on her belly, and she like feeling for what I'm trying to give her. Then she sees what it is. She's like, oh yeah, thank you. So I give it to her. Boom. I go back upstairs. No, before that, I'm like, why do you have that? And she's like, don't worry about it. So I'm like, cool. All right, whatever. And I promise you to God, I can't go in details about, other legal stuff, but like at some point in the night, this person, the male person, the son, burst in my room. Like, I'm looking at him because that never happened in 13 years. And I'm like waking back up. I'm like, what? And he like, hey man, don't ever touch my blah 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 and do this and do that. So I get up and I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, that's my blah blah blah. And I'm like, I didn't know that. Oh, that's yours. First of all, don't be busting in here on no BS like that. If it's yours, you should secure it. It shouldn't just be lying around on the counter where anybody could get to it. And then I'm like, who gave you a gun? Because who just leaves their firearm on the counter? Like, plus, it was a mix-up. It was an honest mix-up. Like, they're lucky I didn't take it or like sell it or like pretend it was gone and help them look for it or any other thief things that somebody else would have done. They're lucky it was me. Like, dude, I gave the gun to your mom and then I came back upstairs. Then he gets to jumping on me. I'm talking about really trying to like do some damage. So there was a altercation. Police were called. He went in for assault. But I wanted to make this video to tell people like, man, don't let people steal your peace. Like I was on I still am on the straight and narrow. I'm not drinking. I did drink a little after that situation, like probably 2 days, and then it just didn't feel right. So I went back to like, man, I'm not about to let them put me in this drinking state. And then he gets taken in and all of that stuff, and now she's mad at me, like a week later, still mad. Like, man, I wish I could like describe it. I'm talking about she's back to like, 'cause we was on good terms, remind you. She's on some like trying to get me evicted. Like just talking the craziest stuff, trying to put me down, all that stuff. Man, I'm blanking out. I don't even know how to describe this harassment for real. It's like she tried to call the police on me twice after the incident, and they kept coming like, he's not doing nothing, so what do you want us to do? She just wants me gone. It's like, bro, I wasn't doing nothing and I'm still not doing nothing. Like, your son is in jail and I'm not, and it's your fault. Guys, I live with a woman who thinks that she is the adult that's in control, but she's not. I mean, just because you pay a bill don't make you an adult. Having emotional intelligence, responsibility, and logic makes you an adult. In my eyes. Yeah, sure, you can have some money. Did Jesus have money? Like, paying a bill don't make you an adult. Your actions do. And she does not act like an adult. She acts like a 60-year-old little girl, which is the weirdest thing ever. So yeah, man. Now it's super tension in the house. It's super weird. I'm still chilling. I'm still being optimistic. People in the rehabs and all the places I ever been call me Mr. Gratitude. Mr. Attitude is gratitude. I'm thankful just to be alive today. That could have ended really bad for me, especially for no reason. You just sitting there asleep and get attacked, or you could have been unalived. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't do nothing to nobody. You was just chilling. That's a scary thought. So I don't have much money. I am working on getting out of there. Maybe finding a hotel. She can't really kick me out right now legally because she don't have a court date for that. So I might have to wait. That happened a week ago, so I might have to spend another week here through all that tension just so I could be stable. I don't know. There might be other resources out there. I just got to figure them out. I don't know. But we might everybody's skiing around here. Um, this is a lady that said some of the meanest things that a person could say to somebody to just to get the upper hand. And when I brought it up that night, she was like, "No, I didn't. I never said that." Like she tries to make everything my fault. And I don't know what else to say about it, man. I might have to make another video, like explaining some of the explaining some of the things she said or some of the other toxic situations that I've been through living here. There was one time this same person attacked me and I went to jail. You know, it's like, man, people give me so much respect because it's like I've heard that other people would have did other things, like really bad things, but that ain't me. Like, the next day after this situation, for example, I got up, took a shower, washed all that off me, and went to work. But when I was coming down the stairs, I was asking her, like, why do you have a gun? And she started, you know how kids be like, la 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 la. She started doing that. And then she pulled out her Bose speaker and started banging gospel really loud and singing to it and praying to it. God, please do this and do that for me and my children, and the Lord will protect this house and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, is that supposed to like irritate my spirit or something? Because I like that music too. Like, I don't understand what was the. I get the purpose was to shut me out, but I know for a fact that in her head, she thinks like gospel and God irritates my spirit, which is not true. I'm living with a person who. That's why it's important to be with people your age, specifically people that you grew up with, because they know you better. Because this lady don't know me. Like, I've been living years and years under assumptions, and it sucks. Like, dude, and when I try to tell her about my life or where I'm from or what's going on, it looks like she listening, but apparently that stuff go in one ear and out the other. It's like, dude, I grew up in a church. Me, my mama, and her parents, and all them, we went to church every Sunday. When I was like a lot younger, but still, we went. There's a lot of times I was in the church. I got family that's in the church right now, drumming and on the choir, and I got deacon cousins, and she's that one right there was weird. That was just a whole weird thing. Like, you trying to shut me out through Jesus? Like, I love me some Jesus. I don't, I don't understand. Anyways, yeah, now she's mad that I'm still in the house. Like I said, I need another check before I could leave, but I am gonna leave. She think that I want to still be there because there were other attempts of me moving or of her kicking me out, and that never lasts long. I always went back home. I've been there for 13 years. I got almost 20 years worth of crap in that house. Honestly, she just wants me gone because of this situation, and before that, because she want to hoard more stuff in her house. Like, you can't even walk around in there right now. I mean, you can, but it's like it's a little house, tight space, and she just keeps buying tables and chairs and vintage lamps, all type of crap she don't need. She filled up one room. I don't really want to talk crap about him, but yes, his room looks like a tornado hit it, like real facts. It's a vacuum right next to the door. You know why it's by the door? Cause I use it. He never thought to grab that vacuum. It's chips and debris on the ground from years ago. Like, bro, she just lets it happen. She feeds him fast food every day, getting bigger and bigger. Um, it's so many reasons why that this situation was wrong. It's like, dude, I remind y'all, I'm not trying to talk crap. I'm just speaking facts. The little guy don't know how to wash up, don't know how to wipe his behind. I mean, you still smell when you get off the thing. You're still walking around funky. Like, that's, if that does happen to y'all, I'm sorry that I brought that up, but you gotta get that. You gotta learn how to wipe. Don't know how to wash dishes. Clearly doesn't know how to clean his room. I'm not gonna say all the stuff he don't know how to do. I'm gonna just say he does no chores, eat, sleep, crap. He can't handle basic responsibilities, and somebody gave this dude a pistol. Now I get people that have what's that word where you just love? Oh, unconditional love. I get that, but that, I mean, come on, man. You've been to jail for beating up your dad for a year. I caught you beating up your mom because she wouldn't buy you some Taco Bell. And everybody tells me when I bring up that situation, like, you should have cracked him upside the head. Like, dude, I'm not condoning what he did, but I'm peaceful. I was, on that day I was chilling, and all I heard was a big boom. I come out the room and separate them. But found out a couple days later, like, it was over Taco Bell. Like, bro, and you give this person a firearm, and then this lady is so docile when it comes, like, not docile. Well, I guess docile, submissive, whatever you want to say, to men. If you're a man, she basically just listens to you. Or if she look at you as a man, because apparently I'm not a real man, she just listens to you. And I'm guessing that firearm came from one of the men in her family, and she didn't even question it. That's how submissive she is. If she questioned it, it wouldn't have came to the house. It's like, on the day that it happened, she's like, I'm like, who gave him? The police came and everybody's gone, and it's just me and her talking. And I'm like, who would give Jeff a gun? Why? And she's like, well, I didn't like it either. And I'm like, you didn't say no, he can't have a gun? Maybe let's start him off with a BB gun first, or like, let's do some paintballing, or how about you learn how to wash your own dishes first, or cook for yourself first? Then we could talk having a gun. How you didn't say none of that is crazy. You just, oh, okay. You could have even said, the main thing you could have said is, no, he can't have no gun. I got somebody living with me. That'd just, like, mess. You know what I mean? Like, there was things she could have did to avoid all of this. And it's just another toxic, chaos-filled situation that this time I don't have to go through, but they have to go through. Now he got a automatic 2 years in prison. That's usually what they give you. And an assault charge. So you're gonna be gone for a while, and it's because you couldn't take your time to stop talking about ICE and Mexico and whatever else with your dad or whatever, you couldn't take your time, you couldn't take your focus off of that to tell them no. Like, remind y'all, bro, y'all talking about a person with extreme attention deficit. 60 some years old, should be retiring, talking about she's going back to school, which is nothing wrong with that, but like, come on, realistically, with all the stuff that you create for yourself, you going back to school, if you was really focused on that, then you would be doing that. You wouldn't be causing trouble for yourself because you know what you got to focus on. Like, I know what I have to focus on, so I know I don't need to be around no alcohol, no drugs, no guns. It's unnecessary problems, unnecessary trouble. Now, I'm still in the house because I'm legally able to still be there. And she hates that. Hate it. It's like, bro, that ain't nobody's fault but yours, bro. I was in the bed. Who gets attacked after work being in the bed? Over something you didn't even do or know about. Like, she's so disrespectful and has no respect. Well, that's the same thing. She's so disrespectful, she didn't even tell me. Like, you could have told me, hey, I got a gun. Or Jeff has a gun. All right, if Jeff got a gun, we need to discuss some things. The first thing we need to discuss is he need to give it to you. And you need to be put it somewhere else. Because it's the same person attacked this person, attacked that person, attacked me, attacked people at school, want to harm himself, he just got out the hospital like a couple months ago for... Dude, he's the type to lose in rivals and load that thing up and boom, he out of here. Or if not him, the whole house out of here over a rivals game. Me knowing that, because I'm so... the only reason why I know that, probably, honestly, is because we kind of close in age. Not really, but I still do some of the same things that he do. And I'm still around him enough to know him, to hear things about him and see what he doing without other people seeing it. So yeah, trust me, he's the type, I can't take this no more, I'm losing. Load it up, whole house gone. Mom, buy me some Taco Bell. No, I can't right now. Boom, whole house gone. And you gave this person a firearm. And the person who gave him the firearm, I told this to someone else, and they said, well, they should have known better. Don't they know him? And I say, honestly, truthfully, no, they don't know him. Because her dad is like 80-something years old. He not coming from that state to this state to hang with his grandson. You know what I mean? He don't really know him like that for real. And his mama don't tell her family everything. She don't tell them all the stuff that I just mentioned. She don't mention the assaults. She don't mention the suicides, attempts, not attempts, but threats. So yeah, how would they know? They think they giving a weapon to a responsible young adult, which that can't be nothing further from the truth. Like, dude, he hasn't even lost his V card yet, and you give this dude a gun? Don't even know what connection with another human being sexually, intimately feels like, and you give this person a weapon. Can't wash dishes, don't know how to work a broom, don't know how to work a vacuum. Can't shovel the snow. I'm doing all of that stuff because I'm there and I'm like, let me get up and help. But it's like, dude, you can come outside and help me too. You live here too, you know? Only basic thing he can handle is take the trash out. And I see where the problem arrives from now because the first thing my grandparents had me doing when I was a little boy is taking the trash out. And then you move up to bigger things. Pick up the dog crap. Uh, Pick up the flowers that fall down from the. Or we had a tree that bud crazy, and all the buds will fall down. You got to pick them up. Pick up the flowers, and then pick the weeds out the backyard, and then vacuum the living room. Vacuum. They teach you all these things over time. Basic responsibilities. I can't say this enough, y'all. This kid can't handle basic responsibilities, and somebody gave him a firearm. And you know how he can't handle a firearm? Or even that responsibility of having one? Because they just got out of town, came back from out of town, boom, boom, boom. It's 2 days, you got it, probably had it for about 3 days, 4 days, you in jail. Like, that just proves everything right there. Like, if somebody gave me a firearm, you won't even know that I got it. I'm not saying, don't be busting in my house looking for firearms. I'm just saying, like, growing up in Detroit, as a kid in Detroit, that's one of the main things. It's like, dude, don't nobody in person know you got it, first of all. And if somebody do know you got it, make sure they don't know where it's at. You know? But yeah, man. This little vlog, it is good to be back and speak my mind a little bit, because I was going crazy up in that house. But man, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if y'all want to hear more about who this person is. I can't say no names or where I'm at in the world or anything like that, but check out my other videos. Get caught up. You will know that me and this person was in a good spot at first. So this is technically I don't know if I could say that. Can I say that? It's like I don't want to get in no trouble. It's a retaliatory eviction. Which is illegal where I live at, where I'm at. You can't kick somebody out because you're mad at them. And this is basically what it is. And then she's lining everything up together. Like, okay, first you got alright, I can't even mention all that. I told the story. But she did some more things after that I might have to bring up to the court at some point, unfortunately. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, why are you becoming a criminal all of a sudden? You just keep committing crimes back to back to back. First is this, then is that. And then, oh, man, I got to backtrack. I forgot. The other reason why I knew it was a weapon in the house. Because she basically vaguely told me, she was like, after the Mr. Tough Guy comment and stuff, she got to talking about ICE again. She's like, yeah, we're not scared of those mother effers. You know what we did? Yeah, me, my dad, and blah, 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 blah. We went outside. We loaded up our guns, keyword ours. And, yeah, we're not scared. So, it was probably 2 weapons in the house. He just got caught with the one. She probably ran off and gave the other one to somebody else. So now, Because after that situation, she was gone for like a lot of hours and in and out the house. I wouldn't be surprised if she gave it to her ex husband. But they're all a piece of crap, man. They're trying to evict me. Uh, I guess the eviction is under the ex husband's name. And let me tell you something, man. This dude don't mess with his son like that. He picks him up, he drops him off. He been doing that since the kid was him and his mom separated when he was what 5, 10, something like that. They got divorced. So he's been doing that pickup, drop off stuff all the way up until now. At 23 years old, he just picks him up, take him to a concert, take him out to eat or movies, drop him off. They're trying to evict me because they don't want him at his house with his new wife. But on my end, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find a way. Somehow, some way, I'm going to figure this crap out, man. I wish I could shout out my Cash App. Because I really need that hotel right now. Because it ain't toxic. It's just the tension. And then I'm starting to see that you never really even know anybody. It's like, man, I thought she was the sweetest, God-loving person, and now I'm questioning, after bringing a firearm in the house, I'm questioning, I don't know what she would do. She stole my camera. I'm on my phone right now. I had a ZV-1 Sony. Like, you think you know somebody, man, and you know what? I'm gonna make the part 2 about I really just want to keep on rambling for real. But yeah, you never know somebody, dog. Could be think they the sweetest, God-loving person and they just ready to F you over. She told me, I got pictures of you on the floor drunk and you did this and this, you got priors in the past. And I'm like, dude, what the heck the past got to do with right now? And I've heard a wise man told me that I forgot to say it, man. But anyways, I messed that up. I was about to cook, but a wise man told me, man, all women are like that, man. They always digging the past back up. Oh, women are like grave diggers because they always digging up the past. Like, bro, like, get some common sense. We would never be in this situation. I wouldn't be in this situation. My situation ain't even that bad compared to other times in my life. But they situation, I mean, what do you do, dog? I could have lost my life. She was mad because I called the folks. What was I supposed to do? There's a couple things I could have did. I could have just took the weapon and said, I won't call the police unless I take it. That's not me. That's why security gave it to the woman. I'm just making up scenarios. Like, people, I did the right thing, and she trying to shun me for doing the right thing. I'm in big, big trouble in her eyes because I did the right thing. I mean, who wouldn't, though? That's why I came to YouTube, to make sure I'm not going crazy. Like, who wouldn't have called the police after that? Like, you just came home from work, doing your routine, and you in the bed sleep, and boom, you just get attacked, unprovoked. And adrenaline is still high, tensions is still high. You got two choices at that moment. Continue the confrontation, or do what I did. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with what I did, but man, I ain't in that gangster culture no more. I'm retired. I am a civilian. Most things you do in life, you do it for 4 or 5 years, and after that, you find something else to do. And I did that a long time ago. I'm long retired gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, police is the call. I'm sitting in the bed, almost got attempted murder. Well, anyways, y'all, I'm about to go chill, play some Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater. Um, I hope somebody found this video interesting. Hope y'all lock in with me. Stay tuned. Like I said, like, subscribe, blow me up, man. Give me some hype. Comment if you could help in a different type of way. Help me get out of this house faster. I got other videos explaining other past situations and reasons why I need to get out of there. I hope you check those out too. Yeah, man. That's all, folks. I'm about to chill, stay away from her, lock the door. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta work all this week. I don't get paid till next week, so I appreciate y'all. I appreciate YouTube for letting us share our U's and our tubes. Peace out, y'all. Love. God bless.